Good morning, students. Welcome to PNMSC e-learning classes. Today I am going to teach you part 5, that is the last part of chapter number 6, combustion and flame. Friends, we will start this video with the topic, what is a fuel? A material which is burned to produce heat is called a fuel. Recall that the sources of heat energy for domestic and industrial purposes are mainly wood, charcoal, petrol, kerosene, etc. These substances are called fuels. So we can say that a material which is burned to produce heat is called a fuel. Now, what is a good fuel? A good fuel is one which is readily available. It is cheap. It burns easily in air at a moderate rate. It produces a large amount of heat. It does not leave behind any undesirable substances. There is probably no fuel that could be considered as an ideal fuel. We should look for a fuel which fulfills most of the requirements for a particular use. Now our next topic is fuel efficiency. Suppose you were asked to boil a given quantity of water using cow dung, coal and LPG as fuel. Which fuel would you prefer? Give your reason. You may take the help of your parents. We will prefer to use fuels which produce more heat, and here LPG will produce more heat. So we will prefer to use LPG as a fuel. Do these three fuels produce the same amount of heat? No. The fuels, however, do not produce the same amount of heat. Different fuels produce different amounts of heat on burning. Some fuels produce more heat, whereas other fuels produce less heat. The efficiency of a fuel is expressed in terms of its calorific value. The amount of heat produced by the complete burning or complete combustion of 1 kilogram of a fuel is called its calorific value. The calorific value of a fuel is expressed in the unit of kilojoules per kilogram, which is written in short form as kJ per kg. Students, table 6.4 is given in your textbook page number 73, in which calorific values of different fuels are given. Fuel like cow dung cake, calorific value of cow dung cake is 6000 to 8000 kilojoule per kg. Wood, calorific value of wood is 17,000 to 22,000 kilojoule per kg. Coal, that is 25,000 to 33,000 kilojoule per kg. Petrol is 45,000 kilojoule per kg. Kerosene also 45,000 kilojoule per kg. Diesel also 45,000 kilojoule per kg. Methane is 50,000 kilojoule per kg. CNG is also 50,000 kilojoule per kg. LPG is 55,000 kilojoule per kg. Biogas is 35,000 to 40,000 kilojoule per kg, and hydrogen is 1,50,000 kilojoule per kg. From the above table, we can see that calorific value of LPG is 55,000 kilojoule per kg. By saying that the calorific value of LPG is 55,000 kilojoule per kg, we mean that if 1 kilogram of LPG is burned completely, then it will produce 55,000 kilojoule of heat energy. The calorific value of LPG is much higher than the calorific value of cow dung cake and coal. This means that the burning of the given amount of LPG will produce much more heat than burning the same amount of cow dung cake or coal. Now our next topic is burning of fuels leads to harmful products. The burning of fuels produces harmful products which pollute the air around us. So the increasing use of fuels has harmful effects on the environment. The important harmful effects produced by the burning of fuels are as follows. First one is the burning of fuels like wood, coal and petroleum products like kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. releases unburned carbon particles in the air. These fine carbon particles are dangerous pollutants which can cause respiratory disease such as asthma. Second one is incomplete combustion of fuels due to insufficient air produce a very poisonous gas called carbon monoxide. Excessive inhale of carbon monoxide gas can kill a person. We should never sleep in a room with closed doors and windows and having a coal fire burning inside. This is because when coal burns in an insufficient supply of air in the room due to closed doors and windows, then a lot of carbon monoxide gas is produced. When the person sleeping in this room breathe in poisonous carbon monoxide gas, they may all die. Third harmful product of burning of fuels is burning of fuels releases carbon dioxide into air in the environment. Increased percentage of carbon dioxide in air is causing global warming. Now fourth one is burning of coal, petrol and diesel produces sulfur dioxide gas which goes into the air. Sulfur dioxide is an extremely suffocating and corrosive gas. It may damage our lungs. The burning of petrol and diesel in the engine of vehicles also release nitrogen oxide into the air. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides produced by the burning of fuels dissolved in rainwater and form acids. The rainwater containing acids is called acid rain. Acid rain is very harmful for forest, aquatic animals and buildings. Now students, we are going to learn about deforestation and global warming. Wood has been used as a domestic and industrial fuel for centuries. In many rural parts of our country, people still use wood as a fuel due to its low cost and easy availability. The burning of wood as a fuel has, however, many disadvantages. Some of the disadvantages of burning wood as a fuel are: the burning of wood produces a lot of smoke, which is very harmful for human beings. Smoke causes respiratory diseases. Trees provide us with many useful substances. When trees are cut down to obtain wood for use as fuel, then all the useful substances which can be obtained from trees are lost. The cutting down of trees to obtain fuel would leads to deforestation, which is very harmful for the environment. The use of petrol and diesel as fuel in automobiles, means vehicles, is being replaced by CNG. CNG means compressed natural gas. This is because when CNG burns, it produces very small amount of harmful products. CNG is a clean fuel because it burns without producing smoke. Since the burning of CNG produces much less harmful products and smoke, therefore the use of CNG as fuel in automobiles has reduced air pollution in our cities. Children, listen to me very carefully that what is global warming. Global warming is the rise in temperature of Earth's atmosphere caused by the excessive amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Due to rise in the temperature of atmosphere, the ice in polar regions will melt very fast, producing a lot of water. This water may cause a rise in the sea level, leading to floods in coastal areas. The low-lying coastal areas may be completely submerged underwater, leading to the loss of life and property. So students, this is the end of chapter number 6, Combustion and Flame. Question and answer of chapter number 6 will be given to you in a PDF form tomorrow. Up till then, thank you and have a nice day.